Okay, now where do these composites want to be on the inevitable war? I think we should probably get them back towards my lands, otherwise, you know, they might get stuck this side. And those are, whilst they're nice fighting units, those are my old Pathfinder ones, I believe, so I don't really want to lose those unnecessarily. That would be very sad. Especially because with the freedom of movement upgrades, no, I couldn't. I don't want to lose those. That would be painful. Okay, right. Here we go. Annexed. So it's given me a little bit of an extra unhappiness. In an ordinary city, on an ordinary map, you get 1 unhappiness for every citizen you've got, but the ratio goes up if you have if you've annexed them. So I'm going to flick from gold focus to production focus. It doesn't do me any difference at all. As you can see, there's the sea is being worked here, the wine is being worked, and that's not going to change, which is absolutely fine. We can live with that. That'll probably change actually as soon as these guys have finished improving the sheep. I think that'll turn into 2 food and 2 production, so I'll get a little bit more production. But I'm going to let this place finish a monument, and actually, if we go to economic overview, you can see that actually this place and this place equal my capital in wonder production. So, in terms of production, sorry. So for wonders, that might not be too bad actually. I might be able to start to double up a little bit. Here we go. So Denmark has a lot of troops actually, a lot of troops. What I might do is I might actually provoke them into a little bit of a fight in my territory, so lure their troops out. We can fight them, we can get our ancestral bonus, 15% combat ability, which would do nicely for us. Actually, I think that might be a good way to go. Okay. Is there anything else in the capital that could be improved? At this point, no. So what I'm going to do is I need to put a farm down. These river tiles here, the plains, they do give production, and those are the ones I want to focus on. But if I improve the food, as I explained earlier, you can have more production-centric tiles. So often, even if you don't want to grow, increasing your food can be a good option. But you always want to focus on the ones by natural flowing river water, rivers and lakes. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles would be the best to put farms down on, but I'm going to go for this one here because it's got a little bit of production. So let's move my workers down a little bit. Congo's growing to 3 as we discussed earlier. Settler's going to go here, and we're going to settle our new city very soon. Okie dokie. Maybe I should think about putting some walls up in Giedka, especially if Copenhagen does have some catapults from that they could want to throw at us. It's never worth taking the risk, really, is it? Okay, these guys, you are coming down this direction. And workers. Okay, I've got some extra horses, lots of horses actually. I could get some decent cavalry when the time comes, which might not be too bad at all. For Timok, I'm gonna focus on building on the hills, get some production for this place. And here we go, Fan City, Geshuti. Wonderful, and it's taken all of the territory up here, which is very nice. First thing I'm going to build is I'm going to build myself the monument. I think that will be good. Get myself some extra culture. Wonderful. Denmark's got a bit of a navy. I'm sure Congo will be fine. Normally it would take several ranged units to be able to take a city-based state at this early juncture. Okay. Right, so as we said, library, I've only got 3 citizens, so the difference in beakers, in our science beakers, isn't going to be a huge. So I might start to build some wonders actually. What I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to check diplomacy. Just going to check diplomacy overview, go to global politics and see. Okay, so Isabella has gone for honour. So if I wanted to build the statue of Zeus, I've only got Isabella's competitiveness on that one actually, and you can see from where is it, manufactured goods, she's actually the worst. So I might have a go at that actually. Terracotta Army would be another option, but you know, I don't want to really get attached to wonders that are going to be too expensive at this stage. Because with a wide empire you tend not to get them. But Statue of Zeus, I don't think that's going to be too bad an option to go for. Okay, let's get all of my troops ready. Upgrade these archers. I think, you know what, I might pick a little fight. I think that could be quite fun. If I can do it in my borders, then I can get myself some experience, get my troops leveled up. And as discussed previously, the computer doesn't really worry too much in the way of negative diplomacy penalties for just killing troops. They tend to give you a lot quicker. It's when you attack cities they tend to get particularly grumpy. Okie dokie, so mathematics. I can start getting some catapults. I might be building catapults in the background actually. That would be quite nice. It'll give me a few turns to prepare for the war. Okay, so the capital, we can start to build something here. Okie dokie, great library, that's never going to be good. Actually, you know what, we could probably switch and get some more settlers, although I've just noticed I've gone down to -3 in the way of happiness, so let's just take a look at other states. So no one's got any anything in the way of luxury resources I can trade, so I'm by myself for a little bit. So I could go straight for a settler, but I think actually that might not be the best move. What I might do is I might just go for Terracotta Army. Flick to production focus and go for Terracotta Army. It would give me lots in the way of units, although I could just build a catapult, which would come quicker. I'm just going to go for catapult. Terracotta Army is one of those wonders that the AI does tend to covet, from my experience anyway. It's a difficult one to get, shall we say. Now, we've got composites, we've got catapults, so really our foot units could probably take a little bit in the way of improvement. I could start to use my horses with horsemen, but they're quite weak against cities, but civil service is probably the way I want to be going. You can get yourself a lot of extra food from any farms that are next to water towers, which is always good. Even though I'm not going tall, it's always a good one to go for. And pikemen are brilliant, especially at this early stage in the game. They are very handy indeed. So let's go for currency first to build up towards that direction. Okie dokie, so let's just double check how is Denmark still in charge of the soldiers. He is. Okay, well what I might do is I might see if I wait a few turns, see if I can get him to come a bit closer to my borders and see if I can get him to take a bit of the pot. Well, see if I can get into a stage where I can take a pot shot at him. Okay, this composite is finished, so I'm going to get him moving towards the front line. 3 composites. It's not bad really, is it? Not bad at all. There we go. See, look, he's advanced his spearmen there. So I could start to take a few shots if I wanted to. And you know what? I might just do that. So let's just take a look at, not the World Congress, that's not what I want, diplomacy overview. Let's just look very quickly at global politics, see if anyone doesn't like Denmark. No, we're all fairly happy at the moment. So let's just check, can these guys reach? No, the forest is going to be a problem for me. You can't shoot over forest unless you're on a hill, which is a little bit annoying, but there we go. Let's just see what territory this place is claiming. That forest there. Okay, that's not too bad. Okie dokie. So if I move this composite to here, he'll be able to shoot over. He's not in our territory, but as I say, I'm going to provoke him and then sort of fall back into my territory. I think that's probably the best way of doing this. So I'll keep him waiting here, and let's have a little fight. Now this is primarily I'm primarily fighting him because I'm honor. I get a lot of bonuses to fighting down the line, and if you're not fighting someone, then it tends not to. It tends to be wasted points, really. If you're going to go honor, you've got to have a fight with someone at some point. And Bluetooth, look at him. He's denounced me. There's no way I'm going to let that go. I do lose a little bit in the way of gold and science, but I'm willing to take that one. So, there we go. I've given you the green light. Come at me, bro. Give me your best shot. Okay, so the Great General is going to wait in the city. He will help any unit within 2 tiles of him, although he might miss out on this spearman. So actually, I'm going to bring him to here. Now let's see how Denmark replies. What I want him to do is I want him to push all of his units towards the front line. But he hasn't done that. He's sort of retreated. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can live with that. So, okie dokie, what are we going to do? Actually, I've just noticed our gold. We've got 19 gold and -2, so we're going to run out of that pretty quickly. And we don't want to get into a stage where our treasury is empty. So let's just take a very quick look at let's have a look at relationships. See if anyone's got a bit of gold per turn they can trade with me. No, not really. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can live with that. Let's just check. Is Mosankani? Yep. Just taking that gold resource. All I'm doing is I'm just checking my cities to see if all of the gold is being used if it can. Okay, so as remember I was saying, the wine would shift to the sheep at some point, but actually I might have to just, there we go, I'll flick it to gold focus. It gives me 5 extra turns on the Statue of Zeus, but it stops me from falling into negative gold. Great Lab has been built. We expected that was going to happen, and I'm no longer friends with Milan. That's a problem, but we've got bigger problems at the moment. We're in a little bit of a fight. So, okay,